Hello everyone, I'm Ken, a librarian at the Hinton Municipal Library. Today I'd like to introduce you to PressReader. PressReader is a platform that gives you instant online access to magazines and newspapers from around the world. To get started using PressReader on your computer, you'll first need to open up a browser. This could be Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome. Today I'll be using Firefox. Once the browser is open, go to hintonlibrary.org. Once that is loaded, we'll go to the top under e-resources, and then in this bar do a search for PressReader. When you click on PressReader, you'll see down at the bottom we have a pamphlet, a link to a help page, or of course you can always contact the library if you have any questions. Now we'll press the PressReader button. Once PressReader is loaded, you'll want to click on Sign In. And then on this pop-out window, you'll select Library or Group. The Hinton Municipal Library is subscribed to PressReader through Yellowhead Regional Library, so instead of searching for Hinton, type in Yellowhead. We can see that the Yellowhead Regional Library represents 47 different groups, including Hinton Municipal Library, which is here at 803 Switzer Drive, Hinton, Alberta. So go ahead and click on that. Now you will have to enter in your library card number and your PIN. By default, your PIN is the last 4 digits of the phone number that you gave to the library when you registered. If you've forgotten your PIN, please don't hesitate to contact library staff. You will need to agree to allow the library to verify information with the library's records. You will also need to agree to PressReader's various terms and conditions, which can be viewed by clicking on the green links. Finally, you have the option to stay signed in for a longer period of time. Once you've entered your library card number and your PIN, you can click Sign In. A new user pop-up will come up onto your screen. Should you wish, you can give PressReader your email address and your name. This will allow you to do things like follow publications, save articles, set interests to personalize your experience, and others. You also have the option to allow PressReader to send you general information or personalized updates, things such as new titles, features, or new issues and topics recommended to you. For today, we're going to scroll down and click No Thanks. Now we're on the main screen for PressReader. I'm going to allow PressReader to collect cookies on my computer. By using our scroll wheel, we can scroll down and see things like featured, top magazines, top free publications, Canadian publications, and so forth. If you scroll up, it'll go the other direction. On the left, we can see that we can browse publications by the country that it's published in, the language that it's published in, various categories such as animals, art, business, gaming, or publication types, magazines, and newspapers. We can also take a look at some more features with the menu represented by these 3 lines in the top left. First, we have access to the home feed. The home feed will give personalized recommendations based off of things like our reading history. We can see things like top stories, recommended, different subjects. By scrolling further down, we can see publications that we've set to follow, as well as sections and interests. Again, we'll need to make an account with PressReader to access these features. We can create an account at any time by clicking Sign In here. Going back to the menu, you can go back to the front page by clicking on Publications. The number here represents the total number of publications that PressReader gives us access to. Next on the menu is the hotspot map. My understanding is that some libraries provide only on-site access to PressReader, meaning you have to be physically at the library to use the resource. Having the hotspot means that for a temporary period, you can access the resource off-site after visiting the library. However, I believe that the Hinton Municipal Library and the Yellowhead Regional Library provide continual off-site access, so we're not going to look at this hotspot map or the related hotspot button here. Finally, in the menu, we can see jobs with PressReader, their blog, as well as their help center. If you have any issues while using PressReader, the library staff are happy to help you, but you may choose to look through the help center to see if that can resolve your issue as well. Now, let's take a look at a magazine and a newspaper. I've clicked on the Guardian newspaper, the main newspapers here, as well as some other publications by the Guardian on the right. Let's open the newspaper now. Going from the top to the bottom on the left, we can see that we can add the newspaper to your publications, meaning you will follow it. We can see a page view or a text view, and we can also see the reporters that contribute to the magazine or newspaper. You can even click on the name of the reporters to see articles that they've done in this newspaper, or further information to see all of their different contributions, as well as links to their social media. Let's go back to the newspaper with the arrow in the top left. We can see previous editions of the paper by clicking on the calendar, or at the top as well. We can print pages. This is done in one of two ways. You'll print a whole page, or a custom area, which you can move around, change the size of, and so forth to your needs. When we've made our selection, we can either press print or cancel. Like with the buttons on the left column or the bottom left, we can change to text view. We can also set to listen to articles, where they'll be read out to us. And finally, by clicking more, you have access to save to a collection, share, or again, print. PressReader does have an app, which we will not be talking about today. There are a couple ways to read a publication. First, if we click on a page, it'll zoom in, which allows us to click and drag, and move around. We can click on a title of an article, and it'll automatically bring us to text view. In text view, you will scroll up and down to read the article. If we scroll down enough, we'll go to the next article. Let's go back to page view. We can click and drag on pages to move back and forth within the publication. We can also look at the bottom bar here and go to specific sections. This will show us a couple different things at once. We can see the pages at the top here, how they would normally look in the other view. We can see how big the sections are. For example, travel here is pages 48, 49, 50, 51. And smaller views of those pages. From here, we can go to text view, where we'll also see that there's a bottom bar, which allows us to move around. Same thing, we'll have a quick view on the bottom and a larger view on the top. When we're looking at an article in text view, we can switch to page view, share, save, as well as do more things. Here we can see we can make comments, we can save the article to a collection, we can listen, share, copy, print, or even translate the article. There's also the option to upvote or downvote the article if you liked it or didn't like it. Let's take a look at the listen feature.
This is not what you expect an Arctic adventurer to look like. Great explorers, you've probably never heard of Matthew Henson.
Here there will be an automated readout of the article. We can switch to the next article, play and pause, go to previous articles, change the level of the volume. Again, we can downvote or upvote. But when we're done, we can go to the top left and click Done. You might have noticed that at the title of some articles there's a little bubble with a number in it. That's showing that there's comments on the article by other PressReader users. Clicking on the number will bring up the comments. I won't be showing these comments today, but you can definitely take a look at what other users have been writing about things. I'm sure that PressReader has their own guidelines and standards for comments. I didn't look into that. Next, let's check out a magazine. So we'll go back to the menu and the front page. Now I'm going to select Canada here, but we could also go to magazines. As with The Guardian, we have the main publication here, as well as side publications to the right. We'll click on the main publication. Here we can see that looking at magazines is pretty much the same as looking at newspapers. The left bar has the same features with page view, text view, reporters. There's the same options to select different dates, although in this case it won't be the last couple weeks, it'll probably be the last couple months. We can click on a page to zoom in, and then click and drag to move around. There's the bottom bar to travel to different sections of the magazine. And we can go to different views by clicking on articles to zoom in, or clicking on titles to go into text view. It might take a little bit of time to get used to page view, text view, moving around in the articles, but I definitely think it's worth it for this resource. We hope that you will give PressReader a try soon. Let us know what you think. If you do have any problems with PressReader, definitely check out the Help Center, check out this pamphlet, or get in contact with the library. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any recommendations for Did You Knows in the future, please let us know. We appreciate any likes, shares, comments on Facebook, YouTube, other social media. And thank you again for watching this video, and thank you for supporting your local library.